Why, when deciding to be born, did our souls choose toxic families for this earthly experience? What does our soul expect from us? That question is unsettling, isn't it? Because if there is a choice, then there are no victims. If there is a choice, then there is a purpose. But who wants to hear that? Who wants to admit that the pain they feel, the wounds they carry, were not imposed by some cruel accident, but accepted before even being born? This doesn't mean justifying abuse, nor romanticizing suffering. It means looking at what is without escape. To look, and who is willing to look, without excuses, without hiding behind pretty explanations. Do you feel anger toward the parents you had? Resentment for the environment that shaped you? Then look at that anger, not as a concept, but as a real energy inside you. Where is it in your body right now? What happens when you just feel it without turning it into a story? Because every time you repeat the same story of pain, something inside you grows stronger. And that something is the pain itself. Have you ever noticed that we carry our family's voices inside our minds? Close your eyes, listen. Those phrases, those criticisms, those words spoken to you as a child. The voice of your father, your mother, your grandparents. When did those voices become yours? When did you start believing they were you? After all, who would you be without this story? That's unsettling, isn't it? Because it means you might not be who you think you are. If your soul chose this experience, then what does it want you to see? And more importantly, why are you still resisting? You don't have to accept anything I'm saying. Just experiment. For a moment, let go of all the explanations you've given yourself. Just be present with your pain without running from it, without justifying, without condemning. What happens? Now look at your body. Your story isn't just in your mind. It's in your tense shoulders, your tight stomach, your clenched jaw. Do you want to be free? Then stop trying to understand. Start moving. Go outside and walk aimlessly. Move your body in ways you never have before. Dance without control. Let your voice out. Scream in the forest. Sing until you feel the vibration of sound within you. The body holds memories that the mind cannot heal. The pain you feel doesn't need more thought. It needs movement. Or do you prefer to remain trapped in your story? Do you, deep down, need the pain? Who would you be without it? If you truly want to break this cycle, you need to do something you've never done before. You need to die to your story. You need to stop identifying with what hurt you. Because what happened to you was real, but you are not that. And what if this is the reason your soul chose this family? So that one day you would awaken and realize that you were never just a reflection of your past, but rather the creator of your own future. Stop running from this question. Stop seeking excuses. Face it. Take a deep breath and look at your own life without turning away. Do you feel like life simply happened to you? That you were thrown into a meaningless story? Or have you realized that something greater is at play? Not an external force, not a mechanical fate, but a living intelligence within you. If your soul chose this path, then what is your role here? The pain you feel, the burden you carry, have you realized that perhaps you are the one holding onto it with all your strength? You cling to it because it's all you know. Without it, who would you be? To free yourself means to lose the identity you built around it. But now listen, you must release the chains that bind you. What are you afraid of? What are you running from? Your story is not a prison. Face your fears. Transform this energy. You have the power to break this cycle, to turn this pain into strength. But you have to decide. Or will you keep sleeping inside your own story? Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Now hold it. Hold until your heart screams. Now release it. Let that energy move. What do you feel? And now ask your soul, Is it satisfied with your actions, with your avoidance, with your excuses? You chose to be here. You chose every challenge. Now rise and conquer. You are capable.